Good afternoon. Well, I spent this morning clearing up branches from the recent storm, but I've decided this afternoon I'm going to move back on to clearing these dangerous trees. So this wasn't brought down by the storm, this was already down. So we've got 3 conifers in here. 2 of them are laying on the floor, 1 of them is hooked up on the tree up there. Now that hasn't shifted at all during the storm, so I don't think it's going anywhere, but I do have to be aware whilst working underneath it. Now down here you've got those 2 lovely clumps of bamboo, but you're kind of distracted from them by all this conifer that's behind it. And there is a rhododendron in the middle of here as well, but as you can see that's being squashed and then squashing the bamboo. So all my thought is that today I'll try and get in there and take these side branches off and expose that main trunk, and then see where we take it from there. So yeah, let's get on. Okay, well I've got a nice clearing going on here, so I'm now going to work my way onto the top section there. Now this is where it gets a little bit more dodgy, because I don't know what that log's going to do. When I cut those off, it could just stay where it is. It could fall to the ground because I've taken the support away from it. Equally, it could raise up in the air because I've taken the weight off of it. So I've got a nice clear route of exit this way, and obviously I still have to be aware of that one up there. Like I say, it doesn't appear to be going anywhere, but just keeping it in the back of my mind. So, right, let's see if I can get this done. Well, that was what I was hoping it would do. It did move up, so that wasn't supporting its weight, but it didn't move too far, so excellent. Right, let's get those out on the trolley. Okay, the path's all clear over there now, so last thing I want to do is cut this down so it's laying on the floor, and then I'll do a bit of tidying up. So yeah, I'll set you up about here so hopefully you don't get hit when it hits the floor, and let's get cutting. Okay, well that came down nice and controlled. I've had a rough measurement of this log and it's about 20 foot long. It's relatively straight and obviously fresh cut because it was still alive. So I've got an idea of what I might use this for. I don't know how long I'm going to need it, so at the moment I'm not going to cut it down any smaller. I'm just going to leave it as is. But it's now safe because it's on the floor. It can't fall any further, and these plants here can start to recover. Now obviously we've still got that dead tree, these bits here and that one there to go, but I'm waiting for the tree surgeon to do that one because they are directly underneath it. This was at least to one side. Yeah, so I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up here, trim these damaged bits of bamboo off and such like, and yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, well I'm all finished here for today. It's not as tidy as I'd like, but they're going to come back and deal with those other trees at some point soon, so there's no point tidying it too much. Now I spent a bit of time and got the log out to the front here. It was an effort to do that, but it just means that you're not tripping over anything when you're working in there, and that's nice and accessible now to do whatever I need to do with it. Now I know the owner's not going to like this. It's going to be too open for him. He's given me permission to do it, but it doesn't mean he's going to like it. So as you come down along here on this path, before this section was full of conifer, but there's a rhododendron there and the bamboo should fill out there, so that should fill that in. And then this section here, again, there was conifer filling all this section. There's still a rhododendron there that should bush out. This bit is going to stay open. There's not a lot we can do about that. We just need to find something to plant in here. So, but yeah, there's still a lot to come out because, like I say, that pine tree there is dead. This one's fallen over. That one there's dead. This one's fallen over, and then there's a willow underneath all that lot, which is all crushed as well. So there's going to be a lot to come out of this section. But it needs doing. So yeah, well, I'm going to end this video here because it is really rather wet now. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do leave it a like and do subscribe because we've got quite a bit of this going on, and there's going to be a few changes around. So right, I shall see you later.